Bum, 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 bum. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Culina, Hands in the Kitchen. Now, backstory. Played this game on the Ouya back when it was the prologue of it. Helped back it on Kickstarter. It got backed, and of course I wanted to play on the Ouya, but sadly we wanted a lot of things with the Ouya. Anyways, enough sadness. So I thought I actually do a proper playthrough of this game. I mean, I can't remember any of the characters' voices or anything like that I might have gave. So let's go ahead and do start a game. Because again, I gotta remember on this one, there's a bit of a cooking element to it, where you actually have to run a restaurant. So it's not just purely a visual novel where you try to. First name is Sir Otaku. Last aim of the funk. Alright. Continue. Yeah. Again, I come from a long line of the funks. Anyways, normal voice. I open the door. It's kind of eerie that this whole place is mine. To distract myself from all the potential problems, I start to tidy the room. Is your text too big? Customize. Okay, that's fine. It's not like we're opening up for business today, but it's probably a good idea to neaten the place up for good first impressions. When I can't put it off any longer, I flip the lock and put up the paper in the window above the now hiring sign, so it says interviewing today. By the way, can't read, and the funny thing is I'm sober today. Shocking, I know, but I am sober. I hope that everyone comes on time. But no one ever does. The first interviewee is 20 minutes late and everything is getting thrown off schedule. The fourth person didn't even show up though, so it evened itself out in the end. I have a couple of maybes and a couple of hell no's. You do know that this is a vegan restaurant, right? I don't see how that's relevant to anything. But you just said that you refuse to cook anything that has meat in it. Oh, this isn't a vegan restaurant, sorry. I can't hire you if you can't prepare prepare a third of the dishes, if that's... Then I think we're done here. Good day, sir. I say good day, you murderer. Meat is murder! He grabs his folder from me and storms off. Jeez, sensitive much. But really, did he even read the hiring specifics? Tough interview, huh? I look up and it's animated, yay! I look up and see a girl about my age. Sweet, so I don't have to feel guilty trying to have fantasies. Trying to, but having fantasies. Anyways, English, not my language. Maybe a little older or younger. Always go with older, it's always safe. Hard to figure out. And you are? Catherine Ryder. But my friends call me Katie. I'm here for the interview. I'm kinda early, but I guess that worked out for me. Her smile is huge. I look at the timetable and thankfully thought to make an avid waitress. I haven't decided. Do we want to be friendly or be professional? Not be friendly. I mean, just hi. You're very fortunate, Miss Ryder. Have a seat. Haha. No need to be so formal. Call me Katie. Well, let's see how the interview goes. You might not want to call me a friend when it's all done. I'm joking, of course. Luckily, Katie seems to get that, or she's humoring me. She grins at me and laughs a little. Great. A potential boss with a sense of humor. I love it. Anyways, now. Katie's eyes are particularly glowing in her good mood. She has a nice bright smile too. Both very good qualities for a server. Hopefully, she has the experience to back it up. Zoom in on the boobs. I figured it best just to get to the point of the interview. Can you blame any of this on the whiskey? So you left your you left a number for your last job position. If I call her, how would your former boss describe your work ethic? Yeah, they're both right. Why am I critiquing other people's English? Well, Mrs. Johnson would probably say that I'm hard-working and that she's very sorry she had to let me go. I don't know. Have I switched accents? Why does it have an accent?
You listed laid off as your reason for leaving your last job. You mind giving me the deets on that?
Oh, not at all. See, Mrs. Johnson was running her place with her son, and she ended up having to get surgery on her knee, you know. Peter was always wanting a chance to handle things on his own, so she left him in charge, unsupervised for, about a month. Problem is, Peter had no idea how to crunch numbers, and he nearly ran the place into the ground. When she got back, she had to practically gut the place to get the money coming again. They had to lay off some of the staff, and I volunteered to go.
You volunteered to leave your job? Were you unhappy with it?
Oh, heavens no. It's just, I gave her the Irish accent. Sure, why not? Oh, yeah, thacker. It was just that, well, Lisa, husband, alone with her two kids. Mark, old car, finally died, and he had to get a new one. Sadie had been with this place since it opened up back in 1952. Oh, Lord bless her. And Chaz was Peter's wife's nephew, so I was really the only one that could take the hit.
That sounds like a rough situation to be in.
Well, it wasn't so bad up until last week when I started running out of cash. I saved up for emergencies, you know. Katie's bit her lip and broke eye contact with me. I didn't think she meant that to sound like a desperate plea for work, nor did I get the impression that she was thinking about how what she said sounded. The worry that was etched in her expression seemed to conflict with the confident demur she had previous. She quickly made eye contact with me and smiled. And we switched position. Anyways, I really like this place. I really like this place, you know. It's smaller than Mrs. Johnson's, but it feels nice. Like I just found something tucked away in a little box, you know, ripped away for a previously lost in a corner of hunk of junk. The kind of place that you stumble across, then make it their place. Then I could read English, cozy, happy memories. At Mrs. Johnson, there was this one couple who came in every weekend, Lord bless them. Mrs. Johnson would always come out and chat with them, offer them a free dessert. Hint, you bastard, give me something to eat. Sadie said it was because they were the first couple to ever propose in her restaurant. How many fucking people propose in a restaurant? God, I don't know, and they used to come in for really special occasions. It didn't become a regular thing until their oldest son got shipped off to war and then went MIA. Just think, at a time like that, they thought to come to Mrs. Johnson's place for comfort, and Mrs. Johnson remembered them and made them feel really special. They kept coming back, and one day they felt comfortable enough to tell their stories to Sadie. I bet this place will have all kind of memories like that. I was a little bit stunned by Katie's story, but even more so with the gentle passion in which she told it. If I didn't hire this girl, I'd be crazy. But then, I really shouldn't let myself get into a nice story I held, blah, 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 blah. Yes, we're hiring her, you bastard! Mainly because she's only one of 3 people they bothered to draw into the story. Okay.
I sincerely hope so. I'm also afraid your time is up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sometimes I like to ramble. Oh, Lord bless it, you know. I hope I don't bore you too much.
Not at all, not at all. It's very informative.
I stood up and shook Katie's hand before watching her gather her things and slowly leave. Boom. I hate to see you go, but I love to watch you leave. I stretched before walking over to the door, flipping the lock. Man, what a long day. There was absolutely no luck at all in the chef department. Interview day 2 better go well. I do not want to set up an interview day 3. Some pretty interesting people came by the restaurant today. Some were on the crazy side, like that vegan. Ah! Vegans! I know, right? Anyways. Others were kind of blah, Like that nice college kid with no experience. Oh, by the way, the previous story was we went to college with a bunch of friends. Love and hate pursued. So we'll actually meet some of the college friends in the future. I do know that. It's kind of weird to call him a kid, considering I just graduated, but there's always already a feeling of us and them. Life hits you fast. I'm already in my 30s. Why, God, what? Anyways. I'm kidding, I'm totally in my 20s. Depending on how tomorrow goes, I'll probably hire Katie. Katie, that's how you say it. I would say, just call her Kate plus 8. She has good potentials, takes a real joy in serving, and has a nice personality, and is, well, you know, kind of cute. I feel a little skeezy for thinking about that, but a nice, attractive waitress would be a great draw for the restaurant. Especially if we're going topless! Just... No? What do you mean, Martha? We can't... What do you mean? The laws? Screw the laws! So the brothels are the... Okay. Apparently Martha says the brothels are the question, too. Oh, whatever. I'll figure it out in tomorrow's interviews. Damn it! I was so worried about the interviews that I couldn't sleep last night. Don't be late, Sir Otaku. Don't be late. Chipper music as we run. My heart was rushing more than I was. I half-heartedly dashed through the door, back entrance to the kitchen, and into the main dining area, flipping the switches on the way. I gracefully lost my balance, making a U-turn from the dining area back towards the kitchen, where my office was waiting for me. I ended up jumping on one foot, trying not to fall, and luckily I managed to get to the door frame before I fell on my ass. I took a breath and practically leaped over to my office. I flung open the drawers of my cheap metal desk. I was pretty sure I heard something snap. I figured out when I tried to close it again. After all, I resumed a resumes out. I bent over and tried to force the thing closed with little success. 2 knocks on the door of my office would have gone unnoticed from the noise, mainly the music. The music! Trying to jam the something back where it belongs, but a tall figure also in the door frame was very noticeably looking at me. Sorry. I tried one last time to close the drawer, only to have it not only comply, but comply so fast that I jammed my thumb in the process. Ah! A long string of expletives spewed out my mouth, no doubt giving the stranger the best mother. Holy mother of mayonnaise! Ah! Again, I have neighbors. God only knows what they think. His voice. No, that's mine. Damn it. Tall and Sorry. Am I giving him this voice? Sure, why not? I sucked the air through my teeth and put on a grin and shook the pain out of my thumb the best I could. No problem. I cleared my throat, papers, and closed my eyes. Dante Morini? Yes, chef. I already changed his voice. I don't do voices. This is going to change 10 times a day. Great, you're on time. Sorry I'm not. I laughed, but Mr. Morini didn't seem to appreciate the joke. I cleared my throat and gestured towards the door. You're fired before you even hired, you bastard. We only hire happy people here. I didn't really have an extra chair in my office, so I've been conducting interviews in the dining area. Mr. Morini nodded firmly and walked out. As I walked behind him, I couldn't help but really notice how tall he was. Well, if I hired him, at least I could taller shelves in the kitchen. Again, zoom in on the boobs. His tallness was less apparent when we were both sat down, but that was because he was sitting a bit slouched. I took a chance to clear my throat, shake some of the pain from my hand, thumb, and begin the interview. Now, I do know from previous ones that he's a bit more, or we could tell from that bit that he didn't seem to be as friendly, so let's be professional. What type of foods? What type of foods are you most comfortable cooking? Well, I grew up Italian, but I have been expanding my skill set over the years. Again, what voice am I? Mr. Moriani was precise with his answers. Deciding to handle this professionally was probably the best call. Called it!
We're a fusion restaurant. Is that something you'd be comfortable with?
Yes, again, he's kind of straightforward.
Yes, I've been specializing in fusion. I especially enjoy adding Asian techniques and flavors. Asian? That's pretty versatile that way.
I nodded and looked over his resume more. It's pretty lengthy, and I thought I was really surprised that someone with his credentials needed to look for a job. It says that you were a sous chef for Akri, or Aka, or Arka, whatever, until 6 weeks ago. Is there any particular reason you left?
The head chef and I had conflicting views on how to treat the staff. I wanted to use whips and chains.
So, he was butting heads with his old boss. He seemed like a pretty serious guy. I wasn't sure if red flags should be going up from that or not.
You mind elaborating?
I don't want to be disrespectful.
That bad?
Mr. Moriarty, I'm just gonna call him Moriarty. There you go, yeah. How have your relationship with Sherlock happening now? Didn't answer me, but he shifted uncomfortably and broke eye contact. I decided not to press the matter. On paper, Dante was perfect. His personality left a little something to be desired, but I wasn't looking for charm school professionals. I still had more interviews to go, but I felt like I've already made my decision to hire him. Again, being one of 4 people animated. So, interview, day 2. In one word, boring. There was mostly waitress applications, but they weren't all that interesting. Nothing that would draw customers and help add to the warm atmosphere of this place. It looked like Katie's in luck. And he's kind of scary, but Dante, hee-hoos! Anyways, will definitely keep... Again, who names a kid Dante? Isn't that like the devil's son's name? Or supposedly. Anyways. So, yes, kind of true. I'm trying. It's good training anyways to deal with these kind of customers that don't know how to take a hit. Sorry. And I can't probably get a good laugh out of him and his serious ways too. I'll call them tomorrow. I'm so glad that I'm done with this. Maybe now I can get some freaking sleep. I stand up, stretch. I've done all the preparations I can for opening day, but by myself, paperwork's all set. It's time to go buy ingredients. I did some research about places with good customer relationship that might close to wholesale. Lucky for me, I already have a good customer relationship with one of the families of the produce stand, i.e. our buddy from college. Travel between locations on the map, blah, blah, blah. All right. So, here we go. So this kind of game kind of starts out now, but it's still going to teach us some stuff. I should skip a lot of this. Anyways. Hi, Paul. How you doing this fine morning? The sun is shining up above. Would you come to my topless restaurant? Damn it, Martha, we're gonna do it. Shut it. I don't care what the government says. Anyways, morning. Paul yawns again.
Why are you awake? I laughed. My restaurant's opening in 2 days. I need to finalize the menu and pick a theme. If you're so tired, why are you at the stand? Paul's family produces a stand properly located, blah, blah, blah. Paul frowns. Mom thought the fresh air would wake me up. Anyways, why bother with the finalizing the menu? Huh? But restaurants should have consistency, yes? Normally, yeah, but it's a normal restaurant. Just trial and error the bitch. What's the point of picking a menu no one likes? I nod. That makes sense. Paul smiles at me. No problem, bro. Oh, he says something else. I get my cash out and get ready to buy some ingredients. So, okay, this is a recipe. Buy ingredients, visiting shops around town. For one or more person, buy a dish. You'll need multiples of the same ingredients. For example, if you buy 1 carrot, you can make 1 dish with a carrot. Okay, so let's buy some stuff. Now again, I made the mistake last time of buying like 20 onions and not using them. Because again, what it says is if you use it one ingredient, it's gone. So if you only buy one, you can only do one with that thing. So if I do that, let's buy 3 of each. How much money do I have? $77, and I am buying. Have I already bought? I have already bought, so there you go. 3 of each, and we have $60 left. Okay, I didn't do too bad this time. After I'm done, I get Paul's attention when he finished helping me load my car. Zoom in on the boobs.
Hey, Paul.
Yeah?
I know I'm going to buy my veggies here.
Of course.
But I need to be able to buy other stuff too. Would you mind going over my list with me?
Paul shrugs. Sure, what's on your list?
I pull a small folded paper out of my wallet. Well, there's this place called Spice of Life. It's ran by some guy named Atreides, I think his name is. Is it Paul? Martha? Yeah, his name's Paul Atreides. It's some kind of big thing with blue eyes. I don't know. Spice of Life. That looked pretty good for specialty spices, but I really need a butcher that I can decide on. My voice changes when I yell at Martha. Paul is silent as he thinks. Well, Paul pauses, predictably peeking back up. Damn it, I'm out of peas. Despite the awful name, Spice of Life has some really good selections, and there carries some basic stuff too. You'll be fine there. The owner went to high school with my mom. Oh, yeah? Said the Kool-Aid man. But I hear the new clerk is really straight-laced and formal, so I don't know how about discount. From the future, I know what this is. He grins. I know how much of a cheapskate you are. I shove him in response. Into the pineapples! How you like that? Anyways. Whatever. I'll check it out. Maybe he or she isn't so bad. And the butcher? The candlestick maker? Paul shrugs. There's a deli about half a block from the cafe you used to go to all the time, but that's the only butcher I know nearby. I nod at him. The butcher does a great job. Definitely recommend at least trying a sandwich or two. Maybe a good, nice little slim corned beef, a little bit of relish on onion. Anyways, get the coleslaw as well. Can't go wrong. Perfect ratio of bread to meat and condiments. I nod. Good to know. I get in the car and wave before heading back to the restaurant. And then we clap some more. Too early. I finish unloading the produce just in time for lunch. I go ahead and eat at my tiny place upstairs from the restaurant. This unit is really strangely built. I don't know how my mom found it. Well, I suppose I should check out the spice shop or head to the butcher. I grab my empty roll of suitcase and start heading out on my next adventure. And we have $63 and we need to buy from both. So here's the butcher and the Spice of Life. We'll go see Paul's place later. Let's go to the butcher. The butcher's pretty close, but in the opposite direction of the spice place, so I decide to walk. I walk in there and hold on a second. There we go. I turned down the volume a little bit. I walked inside. There's no one at the counter, but the place just opened, so the current butcher is probably checking on the things in the fridge. Oh, hi there. I didn't see you. I turn. Why are my female voices just so there? I mean, it should be a bit more high-pitched rather than just kindly old ladies. Anyways, I turn towards the voice of person. Oh, sorry. Give me a second. I'll stand on my stool. Once she moves, I can see her over the high counter. Ah, short ladies. I love you. Paul mentioned earlier. Ah, that's better. Hi, I'm Claire. Claire. It's Claire, you bastard. Don't give her the Irish do. How can I help you today? Nice to meet you. I'm Sir Taku. I gave that name. I'm here to buy some meat. Claire laughs. That's what I'm here for. Okay, so straight to it. Let's buy some. Now again, I don't want here. This is much more expensive than everything else. But again, this is gonna be a main crux of a lot of the recipes. I ordered 3 of everything else. If I order 3, tofu's cheap. Okay, I'm broke. Fuck. I'm not gonna have much money for spice, so let's leave. As Claire finishing wrapping up the ask her a question. How's business? Sure, just how did you start working here? So, do we ask about her or do we let's ask about her? So, I didn't expect to see someone you could just ask, how did you start working? Just not, hey, I know you're short and a female. How did you work in such a male-dominated... you bastard. How did that happen? Claire smiles at me, but I feel less... You idiot. Oh, this and that. I didn't mean to offend you. It's alright. I just get that a lot. Did you need anything else? Nope. There... I'm taking this meat and this cold shoulder you just gave me, and I'm going to remove the foot from my mouth. Clary smiles a little more brightly. Then we are done. Let's just finish ringing everything up. I guess now I should leave to the spice shop. After I'm done, I check the map for directions to Spice of Life. The door jingles. I open the door and drag my suitcase into the shop. I look up and freeze. Lisa stares back at me. Dun, dun, dun. Again, for those who haven't watched my video, which is all of America and the rest of the world, she was Paul's girlfriend, dumped him because she didn't want to just work at some produce shop. She wanted higher, grander dreams. And she ended up working in the same town as him. Miss Lisa? By the way, you look beautiful. Her hair is short and she looks meaner and older than I've ever seen her, but it is definitely Lisa, Paul's ex-girlfriend. She confirms it when she calls my name. Sir Taku. My posture straightens. Lisa, what are you doing here? I tried to sound casual, but I'm pretty sure, no, I went for, how dare you? Lisa looks at the ground, then mumbles. What was that? She looks and glares at me. I work here. I can't believe she's working here. Snap at her. Try to keep your cool. Slap the bitch. No, try to keep you cool. I see. I tried to take some time to think about it, pausing to think and calm down for a moment before continuing. Lisa gives me a hard look. So, what are you here for? I let her change the subject. I'm opening a restaurant. I'm here to pick some ingredients. Lisa looks gobsmacked. You're gobshite. But didn't you just graduate and you just broke up with Emily? Thanks for reminding me! Martha! You just reminded me about Emma! I know! The cunt! Anyways, I nod. Maybe I shouldn't yell that out loud. Yeah, she's not involved, but my parents are funding my first month to prove I can do it, so... Oh, okay. What can I get for you? Sweet. That went a lot better than the last time when I went angry on her, but I only have $6, which gets me nothing. Salt and pepper. Just buy as much salt and pepper as I can. Okay, all right. Who needs spices? Martha! We're going all natural. And I mean that with the, yeah, topless, yes, you're on board now? Because we don't have any spices, we gotta have something. Anyways, Martha's on board now. Let's leave. Thanks. My pleasure. The perpetual frown on her face doesn't convince me. Can I help you with anything else? Nah, it's great. Thanks, Lisa. Sure. Do me a favor and don't come back here. I don't bother to say anything. We both know that this is the best place for me to buy spices and especially ingredients. Bye. Whore! Lisa gives me a half smile. Yeah. Made with Unity, UNNTY. Lakeview Interactive presents The View of the Lake with fungus. Well, lakes usually do have fungus, I guess. It's unavoidable. And again, UNNTY. UNITY. Why does that sound UNNTY?